tattoos are just a few strokes of ink on the skin? Think again. In today's video, you will admire incredible works that deceive the eye, turning the human body into a 3D painting, a futuristic machine, a parallel world, or even a living art museum. From tattoos that give you goosebumps to crazy yet creative ideas, these are the works that prove that skin art has no limits. The Simpsons family has predicted many astonishing events, but perhaps they couldn't have imagined that one day their entire universe would appear as a tattoo on a man's back. Michael, a prison guard and a huge fan of The Simpsons, spent approximately 130 hours covering his entire back with tattoos of characters from the popular cartoon series, a massive work of art that reflects his special love for the world of Springfield. According to Michael, it was all worth it. He wanted to create something truly unique, something to surprise all his friends and acquaintances. And it seems he succeeded because almost no one could say that this tattoo was a failure. Towards the end of the last century, a young man named Matt realized that the popular tattoos of the time were everywhere and lacked individuality, so he decided to create something truly unique and unmistakable. Matt noticed this pattern appearing everywhere, except on human skin, so he decided to be the first to almost completely cover his body with it. Over the years, he continued to add more tattoos to make the overall look less monotonous and more unique. According to Matt, his sole goal was to be truly unique, and perhaps everyone would agree that he achieved that. Not many people dare to get such a large-scale tattoo, and even fewer are willing to carry an entire board on their skin for life. Have you ever wanted to look like a scary demon or a dark creature like Vecna? Probably not, but that doesn't mean everyone thinks that way. For some, dressing up as scary characters is a way to express their personality and unique interests. Look at this guy. He spent a lot of time, money, and endured a lot of suffering to achieve his current appearance. Just the fact that he's covered his entire face in tattoos, even on sensitive areas, is something very few people would dare to try. The result is truly impressive. From an ordinary person, he's transformed himself into a blend of a skeleton and a creature from some dark, otherworldly realm. On a positive note, if there were a villain in horror movies, studios could probably save a ton of money on 3D special effects. Our brains are actually very easily fooled. That's why these kinds of photos quickly gain attention. They exploit how we perceive the world and make our eyes see things that aren't quite what they seem. At first glance, this tattoo looks like a black hole appearing right on the body, easily deceiving the eye and making the brain believe it's not real. But in reality, it's just a clever combination of tattoo ink and shading techniques. To create this impressive effect, the owner had to endure many hours of painful and patient tattooing. Two tattoos for the price of one. Not exactly. To create this effect, blue and red ink are used in combination with a special tattooing technique. When wearing 3D glasses, the tattoo comes to life with an impressive raised effect, revealing a series of details that are difficult to see with the naked eye. Of course, behind this is the extremely skillful work of the tattoo artist. A tattoo artist must be incredibly talented to create a work that harmonizes with every curve and movement of the body. But this master goes even further. He designs tattoos that change with each step. As a result, the artwork is no longer a static image, but appears to truly come alive with its owner. If Mother Nature could tattoo, she would probably choose this very style. Its uniqueness lies not only in the realistic and striking imagery, but also in its distinctive sketching technique. The lines look like unfinished sketches, but when combined, they create a vibrant and artistic work of art. With this style, the artist uses imprints from real plants to create a direct sketch on the skin. This allows the tattoo to maintain natural proportions and a realistic beauty rather than being overly perfect or rigid. They then simply fine-tune the colors and details, making the flowers appear to truly bloom on the person's body. The work of tattoo artist Jesse Ricks is like a gateway from the human body to a three-dimensional world. With over 20 years of experience, he combines realism, nature, and geometry to create stunning tattoos. A special highlight is the 3D illusion effect, making the artwork seem to transcend the skin's surface and come to life in an unbelievable way. The finished product looks so realistic that it feels as if an entire other world is hidden beneath the skin. Thanks to a special technique, the skin appears to be separated into layers, revealing a parallel universe full of color and depth. At first glance, this effect almost makes viewers believe that a real crack has opened up on the body. If a butterfly has ever landed on you, you'll understand that special feeling. Some tattoo artists have found ways to capture that moment with hyper-realistic insect artwork. The butterflies look as if they've just landed on your skin, while the 3D spider tattoos are so realistic they're startling. Thanks to skillful shading and depth techniques, they give the illusion of actually crawling on your body, enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. While many fear the prospect of robots dominating the world, others are embracing that future on their own bodies. This is the biomechanical tattoo style, where science fiction blends with art. From a distance, these tattoos look like skin opening up to reveal gears, cables, and a metal frame underneath. The effect is so realistic that viewers feel the wearer possesses a half-human, half-machine body, like something straight out of the Terminator. For those who love cyberpunk, this is not just a tattoo, but a statement of strength and individuality, because when you have a cyborg in your heart, the world seems to hold nothing to fear anymore. No matter how colorful a tattoo may be, sometimes it can't make as strong an impression as black work. Using only black ink, artists create captivating works by covering large areas of skin and maximizing contrast. It sounds simple, but completing these tattoos often requires many hours of meticulous work and considerable endurance from the person getting the tattoo. The result is powerful, mysterious, and captivating imagery that's hard to look away from. To fully appreciate the beauty of this tattoo, you have to look at both parts simultaneously. At first glance, they appear as separate works of art, but when combined, a complete picture truly emerges. This style involves the artist creating a large design and then dividing it into two tattoos in two different locations on the body. Interestingly, each part can stand alone, but when combined, they reveal hidden details and meanings that viewers might not immediately recognize. This could be called a tattoo within a tattoo, an idea so creative that even Christopher Nolan would likely find it intriguing. Imagine being able to decorate your body like you would stick stickers on a laptop. Today, some tattoo artists have turned that idea into reality, with tattoos that look just like stickers applied directly to the skin. The great thing is they don't peel off after a few days or a shower, but because they last almost a lifetime, choosing a permanent sticker like this requires much more careful consideration. For many people, baldness is a rather sensitive issue, but this guy chose to approach it with humor. In the place where his hair used to be, he got a tattoo of a tiny person operating a lawnmower. The idea is simple but incredibly fun, as if the tattoo is saying, "I'm not bald, I'm just mowing the lawn." Perhaps this is one of the most discreet types of tattoos. During the day, they are almost invisible, but under ultraviolet (UV) light, the entire image becomes strikingly visible. This type of ink was originally used to mark animals before being incorporated into body art by tattoo artists. Today, UV tattoos have become a unique trend for those who like to carry a secret on their skin. And when you enter a club or any place with UV lights, that secret instantly makes you the center of attention. Blur tattoo artists may not be able to pull the rabbit out of the hat, but they are certainly masters of optical illusions. With just ink and needles, they create images that make viewers feel like everything is shaking or floating before their eyes. This isn't just a typical optical trick, it's almost a real brain-shattering effect. A quick glance is enough to make an impression, and prolonged viewing can cause dizziness that not everyone can tolerate. It's often said that scars make a person look stronger and more individualistic. Nowadays, you don't need to go through real battles to achieve that look because tattoo artists can recreate hyper-realistic scars right on the skin. In just a few tattooing sessions, they can transform ordinary skin into the image of a character straight out of an action movie or fantasy world. This is clear evidence of the ability to combine tattoo art and visual illusion to the point where many works look so real that they appear as if they actually exist on the body. The shadows are precisely created, making the flat area of skin look as if a part of the body has been cut from wood or stamped onto the skin. A unique tattoo style for those who love images with deep meaning. Looking at these tattoos, many people will be reminded of the embroidered patterns on their childhood clothes. What's special is that they're all created with tattoo ink, but they look like real stitches sewn directly onto the skin. The level of detail in these works is incredibly impressive, from each individual thread to the three-dimensional effect. Unlike real embroidery, they won't fray or get caught on anything, but they're sure to attract the attention of passers-by. It's hard to believe what tattoo artists can do with just needles and ink. Like painters on canvas, they blend colors, create depth, and add shading with exquisite skill. Thanks to this masterful technique, the tattoos appear so vibrant that they look like real paintings drawn directly on the skin. For some Gothic enthusiasts, simply wearing black isn't enough. They bring that passion to their skin with intricate tattoos, exuding a dark and mysterious beauty. These can hardly be called ordinary tattoos, as the scale, intricacy, and arrangement of details transform them into true works of art. There are tattoos that you can admire for hours and still discover new details. They are like paintings in a museum, transporting viewers into the mystical atmosphere of the Middle Ages, a world of knights, castles, and legendary dragons. Kudos must be given to the artists behind these works. With incredible meticulousness and talent, they have transformed human skin into a repository of true artistic masterpieces. Life tip: want a Halloween costume you'll never have to put away? Get a full-body horror tattoo. You'll always look like a character straight out of a monster movie, no matter the day of the year. The most important thing when choosing this tattoo style is finding an artist who truly understands human anatomy. Even a slight misalignment of bone structure or placement will completely ruin the realistic effect. It's often said that the closer the tattoo is to the bone, the more painful it is. With bone-simulating tattoos like these, hopefully the pain won't double. Even so, the effort is completely worthwhile. The result is so realistic that it feels like the skeleton is actually exposed beneath the skin, creating an effect that is both impressive and chilling. Warning for the faint of heart. This type of tattoo gives the impression that everything that should be under the skin is actually exposed. Thanks to shading techniques and incredibly realistic 3D effects, the skin appears to be flipped open, revealing the muscles underneath. Of course, it's all just a visual illusion, but when done by a talented artist, this effect is enough to make viewers look twice. And if the goal is to attract attention, then no matter how hard you work out at the gym, it's hard to compete with a muscle tattoo that's this incredibly realistic. Want to carry a piece of your childhood with you? Pixel art tattoos are the perfect tribute to the 8-bit gaming era and the nostalgic 80s. From afar, they're just simple colored squares. But when put together, thousands of pixels form familiar characters and images that evoke memories of a whole childhood. For the generation that grew up with classic games, this is not just a tattoo, but a piece of memory preserved forever on their skin. This is proof that growing up doesn't mean forgetting the cartoon characters that were a part of childhood. Many people cherish those memories so much that they decide to preserve them forever with colorful and emotional tattoos. Under the hands of talented artists, familiar cartoon scenes are transformed into works of art on the skin. And for their owners, this is not just a tattoo. It's a whole story, a part of their memories, and the carefree, joyful moments of the past that they carry with them throughout their lives. Every movie lover has had a favorite character they never want to forget. And for the most ardent fans, one way to express that affection is by getting a portrait of the character tattooed on their body. Of course, recreating a face realistically is no easy feat. It requires an extremely skilled artist. But when done correctly, the result can be so impressive that it looks as if the character is truly alive on the owner's skin. Perhaps one of the boldest and most meaningful ways to express affection is through matching tattoos. More than just verbal promises, these tattoos remain on the body for years as a symbol of commitment. Many couples even turn this idea into a special puzzle piece. Each person carries a part of the image, and only when they hold hands or stand next to each other does the complete picture appear. This makes the tattoo not only aesthetically pleasing, but also deeply meaningful in terms of connection and companionship. Sometimes the most beautiful tattoos are the smallest. Even at the size of a coin, they can still hold a special meaning. This is the perfect choice for those who want a tattoo but don't like long tattooing sessions or need to maintain a discreet appearance due to work and daily life. Compact, subtle, and easy to conceal, miniature tattoos are often like a private secret, their meaning truly understood only by their owner. Whether you love them or not, it's hard to deny that these tattoos are true works of art. They prove that with enough talent and imagination, human skin can become an unlimited canvas. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next interesting videos.